What's up, everybody? This is gotefactory. As per usual, it's just another first review with lots of padding out statements and awkward silence on our journey towards the 10-minute mark. Just in case you're unable to see the title or you've completely forgotten where you are and what your name is, tonight we'll be doing what I like to call a kart compare of CTR and Sonic, to find out once and for all who is the greatest multiplayer kart racing game of all time. So come on in, strap on your face, throw your feet up, and let's take a trip to the distant past, to a time of witchcraft and wizard when people were afraid to say things like, "Hey, look over there." The year is 1999, and the place is one of the greatest home computer entertainment systems ever conceived. And of course, the what we start with is CTR, or as it's sometimes called, Crash Team Racing, released by Naughty Dog, the studio behind such spectacular gems as Keith the Thief and Rings of Power. Spin dashing ahead just a few years to the dreaded 2012, and we found ourselves in a time of many gaming platforms which all lead to the same disappointment later in life. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed is the short title of a short game published by the Almighty. Of course, we'll start with the graphics. As we all know, you judge a book first by its cover, then by the last paragraph, and finally, the author's name. CTR graphically is quite mediocre all around. Character models look like a couple of triangles stuck together with some low-resolution textures pasted on top. The karts themselves suffer from a similar issue, oftentimes looking nothing like a kart at all and completely breaking the immersion of the game. Level design can be summed up in a single word. Not sure what that word is though. If I had to jump to any conclusions about the ideals the developers had during their creation of CTR, they would be this: mysterious design blended with clean circumstances. The graphical fidelity is simply breathtaking for a game made at a time of Mayan prophecy and fear of apocalypse looming over the entire planet. Sonic looks like Sonic, and his kart looks just like a kart, or sometimes a water kart, or an air kart, or whatever. And the incredible amount of detail here pulls you deeper and deeper into the racing going on. Level design is top-notch. Unlike most kart games, the track changes and alternate paths open up to utilize the aforementioned vehicles. Basically, it looks badass every possible way. Next up, let's bust out the beats and have a listen to the vibrant oral beauty that is Naughty Dog's sound design. The absolutely memorable music, crunchy weapon noises in this game are really something special. The voices in particular shine the brightest here,
Welcome to
taking center stage probably as a measure against the terrible graphical quality. When you really listen closely and not just hear everything that's happening on screen, you can close your eyes and really jump into the world of Crash. The audio is pretty typical of many racing games. It's upbeat and perky, but doesn't really develop the themes of the world or the characters we embody. Sounds and voice do what they need to, and that's enough for me. Fortunately or unfortunately, the gameplay is kind of a mixed bag here. Naughty Dog really fails to be innovative or innovative in any kind of way, mostly relying on the same gameplay mechanics we've all seen many times before. The most exciting element of depth we seem to get is the boosting. Racing of the karts is really where this game is at its best. The controls feel great, the developing tracks and customization of the characters add so much to the dynamism of the game. Variety is the alternate name of this game, and it really shows right from the beginning. Through our detailed analysis across what I would call the most important factors in rating games, it seems that we have a pretty clear winner for the first ever episode of Versus Review. We've taken a look, had a listen, and checked out the gameplay quite thoroughly here. If you've been paying extra attention, assuming you can afford to do so, then you already know the true victor. This is Being Asked with Goat Factory. You've just sat through Versus Review. Don't forget to blah 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 blah.